Welcome to the How-To Factory, the channel where we reveal how some of your favorite foods are made. Honey, golden, sweet, and packed with natural goodness, has been a treasured food for thousands of years. Drizzled over yogurt, stirred into tea, or spread on toast, honey isn't just delicious. It's one of nature's most remarkable creations. But have you ever wondered how honey goes from a beehive to the jar in your kitchen? Today we're heading inside the factory to see how honey is harvested, processed, and packaged on a massive scale. Humans have been collecting honey for over 8,000 years, with ancient civilizations like the Egyptians, Greeks, and Chinese valuing it for both its flavor and medicinal properties. Used as a natural sweetener long before sugar was widely available, honey was also prized for its ability to preserve food and heal wounds. Today, it remains a staple in kitchens worldwide, adding its distinctive floral sweetness to everything from baked goods to marinades. By the way, if you love learning how your favorite foods are made, consider subscribing to the channel. We post videos just like this every week, and your support helps us a lot. Now, let's step inside the honey factory. The journey begins in the fields, where beekeepers maintain thousands of hives filled with honeybees hard at work. These bees collect nectar from flowers and bring it back to the hive, where they process it into honey and store it in wax honeycombs. When the honey is ready, beekeepers carefully remove the honeycomb frames and transport them to the processing facility. At the factory, the first step is uncapping the honeycombs. Each honeycomb is covered with a thin layer of beeswax, which the bees use to seal in the honey. Special machines gently slice off this wax layer, exposing the rich golden honey inside. The removed beeswax isn't wasted. It's often collected and used to make candles, lip balms, and other products. Next, the honeycombs move to an extractor, a large centrifuge that spins at high speeds, forcing the honey out of the combs using centrifugal force. The extracted honey flows out of the machine and passes through filters to remove any leftover wax, pollen, or debris. Once filtered, the honey is placed in large tanks where it's allowed to settle. Any remaining air bubbles or tiny particles naturally rise to the top, ensuring the final product is smooth and pure. At this stage, some honey undergoes pasteurization, a process that involves gently heating it to destroy any yeast that could cause fermentation. While raw honey skips this step to preserve more of its natural enzymes and nutrients, many commercial brands choose to pasteurize to extend shelf life and maintain consistency. After quality testing, the honey is ready for packaging. It's pumped into jars, bottles, or squeeze containers, then sealed to lock in freshness. Each batch is labeled and inspected before being shipped to grocery stores around the world. From the tireless work of honeybees to the careful processing in modern factories, every drop of honey is the result of an incredible journey. Whether you enjoy it as a natural sweetener, a health remedy, or just a tasty treat, now you know the fascinating process behind bringing honey from the hive to your home. Milk, creamy, nutritious, and a staple in kitchens around the world, has been part of human diets for thousands of years. Whether poured over cereal, frothed into coffee, or enjoyed straight from the glass, milk is one of the most versatile ingredients out there. But have you ever wondered how milk goes from the farm to your refrigerator? Today we're taking you inside the factory to see how milk is collected, processed, and packaged on a massive scale. Humans have been drinking milk for over 10,000 years, ever since early civilizations domesticated animals like cows, goats, and sheep. It became a crucial source of nutrition, especially in cultures that developed dairy farming. Over time, new methods of processing and refrigeration allowed milk to be stored safely for longer, making it more accessible than ever. Today, milk is used in everything from baking and cooking to making dairy products like cheese, butter, and yogurt. By the way, if you love learning how your favorite foods are made, Consider subscribing to the channel. We post videos just like this every week, and your support helps us a lot. Now let's step inside the milk factory. The process begins on dairy farms, where cows are milked twice a day using automated milking machines. These machines ensure a gentle and efficient collection process while keeping the milk free from contaminants. Once collected, the fresh milk is quickly cooled and transported in refrigerated tanker trucks to the processing facility. At the factory, the milk first goes through testing. Samples from each batch are analyzed for quality, fat content, and any potential contaminants to ensure it meets strict safety standards. If the milk passes inspection, it moves on to the next stage, pasteurization. Pasteurization is a crucial step that ensures milk is safe to drink. The milk is heated to a specific temperature, usually around 161 degrees Fahrenheit, 72 degrees Celsius, for 15 seconds, then rapidly cooled. This process kills harmful bacteria while preserving the milk's natural flavor and nutrients. Some milk undergoes an even higher heat treatment called ultra-high temperature (UHT) pasteurization, which allows it to be stored for months without refrigeration. Next comes homogenization, a process that gives milk its smooth and consistent texture. Without it, milk naturally separates, with cream rising to the top. To prevent this, the milk is forced through tiny nozzles at high pressure, breaking down fat molecules and evenly distributing them throughout the liquid. The result is a uniform, creamy milk that stays mixed. After homogenization, the milk is cooled again and separated into different types: whole, reduced fat, skim, or even lactose-free varieties. Some milk is fortified with vitamins like A and D to enhance its nutritional value. Finally, the milk is ready for packaging. It's pumped into sterilized plastic jugs, cartons, or glass bottles, then sealed and labeled. Each container goes through a final quality check before being loaded onto refrigerated trucks and shipped to grocery stores. From farm to factory to your fridge, milk undergoes a carefully controlled process to ensure it's fresh, safe, and delicious. Whether you drink it straight, use it in cooking, or enjoy it in your morning coffee, now you know the incredible journey behind every glass. Sesame oil, golden, aromatic, and packed with flavor, is more than just a cooking ingredient. Prized for its deep, nutty taste and rich antioxidants, it's a staple in kitchens worldwide and even used in skincare and traditional medicine. You've likely drizzled it over a stir-fry or salad. But do you know how it's made? Today, we're taking you on the journey from tiny sesame seeds to the bottled liquid gold that enhances dishes everywhere. Sesame oil has been used for centuries, dating back to ancient civilizations. It was prized in ancient Mesopotamia, India, and China, not only for its flavor but also for its healing properties. In some cultures, it was even considered sacred. This versatile oil is a staple in kitchens from Asia to the Middle East and beyond. But how exactly is it made? By the way, if you enjoy learning how everyday foods are made, consider subscribing to the channel. We post videos just like this every week, and your support helps us a lot. The process begins with tiny sesame seeds. These seeds can be white, brown, or black, each adding a slightly different flavor and color to the oil. The seeds are first cleaned to remove any impurities, ensuring that only the best seeds make it to the next step. Once cleaned, the seeds are gently roasted. This roasting process is key because it unlocks the rich, nutty flavor that sesame oil is famous for. The seeds are slowly toasted until they reach just the right level of aroma. Too little, and the oil will lack depth. Too much, and it could taste bitter. The temperature and time are carefully controlled to get that perfect balance. Next comes pressing. The roasted seeds are placed into large mechanical presses where they're crushed to extract the oil. Traditional methods involve stone mills, but modern factories often use hydraulic presses to ensure the most efficient extraction. What comes out is a thick, amber liquid, pure sesame oil, but it's not quite ready yet. The freshly pressed oil is left to settle for several days. During this time, any remaining solid particles from the seeds sink to the bottom, leaving behind a clear golden oil on top. This process is known as sedimentation, and it ensures that the final product is smooth and free from impurities. After the oil has settled, it's filtered one final time to remove any residual solids. At this stage, some oils are bottled as is, while others might go through a refining process to produce a lighter, more neutral oil. The type of sesame oil you're familiar with depends on how it's processed, whether it's the strong, nutty, toasted variety used in Asian cuisine or the lighter, cold-pressed version popular in salads and dressings. Once the oil passes rigorous quality checks, it's bottled, labeled, and shipped worldwide. Whether used as a finishing touch on a dish or as a cooking oil, sesame oil enhances flavors, bringing a unique richness that's difficult to replicate. From ancient civilizations to your modern kitchen, sesame oil has remained a staple, adding its unmistakable flavor and aroma to dishes for thousands of years. So, next time you add a dash of sesame oil to your favorite dish, you're not just adding flavor, you're connecting with centuries of culinary tradition. Olive oil, smooth, rich, and packed with health benefits, is more than just a cooking ingredient. It's high in monounsaturated fats, great for heart health, and loaded with antioxidants that help reduce inflammation. This golden liquid has been a culinary and cultural cornerstone for thousands of years, prized for its flavor and health benefits. But what makes olive oil truly special is the meticulous process that transforms simple olives into bottles of liquid gold found on store shelves. You've likely drizzled it over a salad or used it in cooking. But do you know how olive oil is made? Today we're taking you on the journey from harvesting the olives to bottling the oil you see in stores. By the way, if you enjoy learning how everyday foods are made, consider subscribing to the channel. We post videos just like this every week, and your support helps us a lot. Olive oil dates back to ancient Greece and Rome, where it was considered a symbol of purity and quality. Even today, it remains an essential ingredient in Mediterranean cuisine and beyond. But how exactly is this age-old oil created? The journey begins with the olive tree. Olives are harvested from trees that can live for hundreds of years. The harvesting process is crucial. Olives are usually picked at their peak ripeness, typically in the fall. In some regions, the olives are hand-picked to avoid bruising, while in others, mechanical harvesters gently shake the trees, causing the olives to fall into nets below. Once harvested, the olives are quickly transported to the mill to prevent them from spoiling. There, they're washed to remove any dirt or leaves, and then crushed, pits and all. The crushing process releases the oil from the fruit. Large stone mills were traditionally used, but today, stainless steel rollers or hammer mills do the job faster and more efficiently. Now here's where it gets interesting. The crushed olives are then turned into a thick paste, which is slowly stirred in a process known as malaxation. This allows the tiny oil droplets to combine, making it easier to extract the oil. After malaxation, the paste is put through a press or centrifuge to separate the oil from the water and solid parts of the olives. The result is pure olive oil. At this point, we get into the different types of olive oil you'll find at the store. The highest quality is extra virgin olive oil. To be classified as extra virgin, the oil must be cold-pressed, meaning it's extracted without heat or chemicals, preserving its flavor and nutritional benefits. Extra virgin olive oil has a deep green or golden color and a robust, fruity flavor. It's the least processed and is often used for finishing dishes or in salad dressings because of its fresh taste. Then, there's virgin olive oil, which is also cold-pressed but may have a slightly less intense flavor or a higher acidity than extra virgin. It's still great for cooking or drizzling over dishes, but with a milder taste. Cold-pressed refers to the extraction method where no heat is used during the process, ensuring that the oil retains all its nutrients and antioxidants. Cold-pressed oils are often more flavorful and healthier due to their higher levels of vitamins and polyphenols. Another common type is pure olive oil, which is a blend of refined olive oil and a small amount of virgin olive oil. It's more neutral in flavor and lighter in color, making it suitable for cooking at higher temperatures. And then there's light olive oil, not because it's lower in calories, but because it's lighter in flavor and color. This oil is refined and filtered to remove any strong taste, making it ideal for baking or frying when you don't want the olive flavor to overpower your dish. Once the olive oil has been extracted and classified, it's filtered to remove any remaining impurities. Afterward, it's stored in large tanks to allow any sediment to settle before bottling. Each batch of olive oil is rigorously tested for quality, ensuring that it meets the standards for its grade, whether extra virgin, virgin, or pure. After passing these tests, the oil is packaged into bottles or tins and carefully sealed to protect it from light and air, which can degrade the oil over time. From here, the olive oil is shipped to stores worldwide, ready to enhance your dishes with its unique, flavorful profile. From the ancient groves of the Mediterranean to kitchens across the globe, olive oil has earned its place as a culinary essential. The next time you drizzle olive oil over your pasta or dip your bread into it, remember, you're enjoying a product with thousands of years of history and tradition. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more factory-made insights. Have a favorite food you'd like us to explore? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching the How To Factory.
Do you want to know the secrets behind the sauces that cause the sizzling sensation on your tongue when you eat a meal? It's not heat alone. It is craftsmanship, history, and just that extra drop of magic. These little bottles range from the fiery kick of Tabasco to the garlicky punch of Sriracha, and there is much more than just heat here. Today, we are here to show you how the world's most famous hot sauces are made step by step. When you find out what really takes place behind the scenes, let's just say you're going to be a bit shocked. Hot sauces are not just a condiment. The versatility is impeccable. While some of the hot sauces have gentle hints of tanginess, others are all-out, hot, fiery explosions. And each of those types is the embodiment of culture and innovation. In today's video, we will dive into the stories behind the hottest hot sauces around the world and understand why they are some of the most valued components of our meals. Having said that, let's spice things up and get right into it. At number 1, we have Sriracha sauce. Sriracha, the fiery sauce that's become a global sensation, has a fascinating journey from farm to bottle. It originated in Thailand in the 1930s when Thanom Chakapak made a mild chili sauce for seafood. However, what we know today has its origins in the hand of David Tran, a Vietnamese exile who brought the sauce to America in 1979. Starting a factory in Los Angeles. Tran started the company Huy Fong Foods, using references from Chakapak's creation, but in a new way. And now his famous creation is a staple on almost every dinner table. But what's the secret behind this creation? Let's dive into that. The process starts with the star of the Each little bottle undergoes a quality check to ensure it is filled and sealed as required. This bottled goodness is then shipped to grocery stores and restaurants across the world. It remains to season foods ranging from noodles, tacos, scrambled eggs, and so on. On number 2 is the iconic Frank's Red Hot, a favorite condiment in lots of American households. The Red Hot sauce story, originally it was created in 1920 by Jacob Frank, a resident of Louisiana coming from Tolz, Germany. His version of the sauce recipe included aged cayenne peppers, vinegar, and salt. Its original purpose? To make a meal lightly spicy by adding a special twist to your dishes without making them extra hot. Here's how it's made from pepper to bottle. The process begins with Frank's Red Hot's key ingredient, the cayenne peppers. These peppers are not cultivated everywhere. They are harvested in Mexico, especially for this sauce, and in special climatic conditions as the heat increases the flavor. Farmers are very keen and ensure that the peppers are well monitored to give the perfect ripe red color that shows they are spicy and fresh. As soon as the peppers have ripened, they are harvested and directly forwarded to ripe processors. The peppers are separated according to their ripeness and then washed and ground into a thick hot paste. Frank's Red Hot period for brewing to a certain remarkable taste. This aging process tames the raw heat of the peppers, releasing a deep, tangy flavor. After aging, the pepper the right aged cayenne peppers to the recognizable red color of the bottle, these guys know how to bring the heat and the taste that can be used in almost every recipe. Frank Red Hot is the sauce that made buffalo wings famous, and still does today. On number 3, we got Tabasco. Much more than a chili sauce, it is history compressed into a bottle. The story of Tabasco's origin starts in Avery Island, Louisiana, where Edmund McIlhenny first made the sauce in the mid-1800s. The founder took his inspiration from the Tabasco pepper, originating in Mexico. And over 150 years later, today, Tabasco is made with the same exact process and continues to maintain its legacy. So let's explore the secret behind the unique flavors of Tabasco. Tabasco below. And if you like this video and want to see more such content, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button so you never miss out on what's next.